Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Phoenix Point. So I think what we've learned here, if you look at our current support levels here, I think what we've learned is that you can't just move into a new threshold off of events that give you positive reputation. It seems like we definitely did a thing that was supposed to have taken us above 50% with these guys. But it looks like it stops you right at the threshold and makes you do a mission, and I imagine that's what happened here too, because it's probably no coincidence that we're 1 point short of a multiple of 25 with an important mission to do here. So, that's interesting. I definitely want to finish the Disciples of Anu storyline. Things are getting really weird in a way that I find very interesting, but I'm worried that continuing to push along with the Disciples of Anu is going to make the other people like us less and less and less. So let's do the Synedrian thing first, so that we get to aligned, we can take all their tech, and then if we lose alignment with them because of the Disciples, it will not hurt so much. So we got to do that. That's a thing that I feel like we should probably put the A-team on. Where are my vehicles right now? Okay, you guys should probably come home and rest a little bit. You guys are... That's right. Manticore 1 was headed back to pick up the Scarab. Okay, I think that's reasonable. So Manticore 2 should also come home to just rest for a minute. We'll send them out to do this thing. Actually, do we want to change up the squad a little bit? Because we could drop off Gertrude and take, like, one of the priests? Let me hold on. Because we should try to level up, like a priest or an engineer or something, right? Can we not... Oh, did the Manticore 1 is close, but not actually there yet, I guess? There we go. Okay, yeah, so you know what? I would like to level up one of the engineers, because the engineers seem really good. Potentially really good. So, hold on, which one of you was better? Which one of you had better personal skills? You have mounted weapon proficiency, and then personal defense weapons and handguns. You're already proficient with personal defense weapons, but damage dealt, extra hearing range instead of extra accuracy is interesting. What was the other one's personal skills? Trooper, eventually, which is kind of neat. Honestly, I'm not sure which one of them I want to level up more. I guess you having a gun, you being able to also have a gun is probably a good idea. Let's focus on Chaos, I guess. So I'm going to drop Chaos off at Phoenix Point, and then also we're going to drop Gertrude Acevedo off at Phoenix Point, and we may as well spend your level up. Yeah, like Dash is a total no-brainer, it's incredible. And then we have 40 soldier skill points left. Well, if you have Dash, you should probably have at least 8 will points, so that you could use it twice if you needed to. How are you doing on your equipment weight? You could stand to have another point of strength, maybe even 2. And then also a speed. I think that's reasonable. Okay, so back. No, you're at Phoenix Point, that's good. So we want to get... You're on a Manticore 2, which is the fancy Manticore. Wait, did I not... Could have sworn I clicked on the one next to Chaos. Okay, yeah. You're joining us on the fancy Manticore. And then we want to eject enough people from this Manticore that we can level up the, or that we can bring the Scarab, so that they can actually do tough jobs and level up quickly. So who do we want to keep? We probably want to keep... do we need another Sharpshooter? Is that important? It might be important for getting the missions done. Also, the Sharpshooters are just, like, super powerful. So I definitely want to level up a priest. Chief Whitebeard is level 2 already, but doesn't have the cool mutation. Now, we have access to a lot of mutations that we can't even kind of afford. Yeah, I think we'll level up the other one because of the mutation. So you get to hang out at base for a while. So Brennan and probably Lighty, let's try to get 2 engineers going. And then the question is, do we level up a 3rd sniper, or do we want to get another assault going? Because we did shed an assault recently. Gadman did die horribly in the in the line of duty. I guess let me look at their personal training lines. So you are kind of both. Sniper rifle proficiency with plus 25% damage and minus 4 willpower. That's weird. All attacks that damage a target also inflict 1 viral damage per bullet. That's actually a really cool personal skill. And you have grenade range, healing, and reckless. You know, I think I would rather level up Satsume. So you stay at Phoenix Point. And then that lets us jam you into Manticore 1. And Manticore 1 can just go and explore. And try to get into trouble, do some salvage missions if possible. While Manticore 2 heals up and then does the thing for Sinedrian. Okay, I think we got a plan here. Manticore 2 is fully healed and rested, so... Fort Hayek. Our operatives have arrived at a new Jericho settlement called Fort Hayek. There are signs of a recent battle, and many of the inhabitants are injured. According to their leader, they were recently attacked by another group of humans. Commander Chavez believes the attackers were sent by the disciples of Anu. He's furious, but currently needs to focus on rebuilding. I think we can certainly provide food aid. We have some food. I was hoping that wasn't going to affect our disciple thing. It's pretty weird that it did, actually. Commander Chavez and the people of Fort Hayek are grateful for the support. Next time they're attacked, they'll be ready. In return, they share resources they have no use for. That's a shame. They give us tech. I wish they had given us materials. Okay. Oh, that's a new class. Wait, that can't... It doesn't cost any food to recruit. I bet this is a vehicle. Man, I sort of want to see a new type of vehicle. I mean, okay, what exactly are we saving materials for? Obviously, we need to keep building grenades. That's a big deal. We need to, we need to have the materials to build guns and stuff, but guns aren't all that expensive. Oh, I did want that airship. We want to build one of those disciple blimps. Still, though, curiosity. Yeah, we're going to take the armadillo. And we will just get more materials. Let me look at this thing. Where did it be? In the personnel tab? Yeah, okay, it is a vehicle. It has 1,000 health. And it looks like maybe a railgun on the top or something? That's interesting. I would like to know more about this vehicle. I really wish that that vehicles had more detailed information pages the way soldiers do. You know, even if you could double click on a vehicle and it would do this thing and it would show you, like, even if you can't remove or alter the gear in any way, just being able to mouse over it and get a stats page like this so that you have a good idea of what the vehicle can do would be really handy. Okay, so do we want to have Manticore 1 come back and trade out the Scarab so that we can test drive the new thing? Yeah, probably, right? Let's do that. So you guys will come home, and these guys have been tasked with investigating what happened to the individual who recovered the Firebird Initiative files. Unfortunately, the settlement where this individual lived appears to have been destroyed some time ago. With some luck, we may be able to retrieve a journal or notebook that could shed further light on this mystery. Okay, are we actually low on ammo? No, 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 and, I mean, you don't bullet, so you're fine. Oh hey, this is actually a mech arm. I didn't realize that we had gotten a real one. Okay, that's interesting. It just has the ability to reach out and grab a mind fragger. That's pretty cool. It can also heal people, so it can punch and heal. I don't think we're going to put it on. I think we're going to just go deep on the turrets, because the turrets are pretty cool. It just punches, right? It's 3 weight compared to these things, which are 4 each. It's interesting that this thing doesn't have a number of hands to use listed, while even the turrets do. Oh, it's a mount on the thing. Okay, so it doesn't take a weapon slot at all. It does put his encumbrance even worse, which is a problem. We gotta get your strength up there, buddy. But I think, given that, maybe we do just keep it on? It's going to make it harder to run around and plant turrets. But I think it's fine. I think I'm okay with it. Okay, we got plenty of grenades and things. Yeah, grenades and medkits and all kinds of garbage. Okay, let's do it. Who knows how hard this might be. I'm expecting this to not be as difficult as some of the stuff we've been doing recently. Because you can get to 50% with a faction pretty early in the game, but who knows? Maybe these missions scale well with the level of advancement of your campaign, or the level of advancement of your troops, or we have no idea. Actually, we have no idea what is happening under the hood here. At this point in the life of like XCOM 2, let's say, we know an awful lot about what the computer is doing and how it is doing it, and that lends a certain safety to your decisions. While we're still in the early phase of a game, though, anything could happen. The potential stuff you could run into is nearly unbounded, almost unknowable. It does increase tension. You got to give it that. Okay, so we just got to obtain these files. Do we know where the files are? That's the edge of the mission area, so they're probably not there. It looks like maybe the answer is no. No, we do not know where they are. Okay, well. No, we're getting a blue flash here. We need to go to there. Alright, well, let's have...
What's our plan?
Let's have Crypto step out first. See if we see anything. We do indeed see a thing. One of those things. Eat these things. This one looks different. It has a goo abdomen with an effective range of 40, which is a lot. But it's not, it's not the mortar. So I have strong feelings about that. Strong positive feelings about that. You really not have a shot? Oh yeah, there's an obstruction. In order to get a clean shot, we gotta get out to like here. Well, I have no problem running over to here and hitting quick aim.
Enemy contact.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, there is a standard mortar enemy. Well, maybe what we want to do here is, I know I have not been doing this a lot, but maybe what we want to do is employ a little bit of stealth. We don't have to reveal ourselves yet. I don't actually have a good sense for how the stealth works. We definitely want to run forward a bunch before considering putting down a turret anywhere. So yeah, let's move you up here. No matter what we're doing, you definitely don't really play a role yet. I think maybe we do just attempt to be stealthy for the moment. Like, let's just, well, we can maybe do some work on this one, though. We don't necessarily alert all of the enemies at the same time, right?
Ready to fire.
You do not have a shot. That is not a real shot. Try to just creep up. And we don't have to fight anything. Right? It's entirely possible that getting this will, well, I bet we'll have to evac, though. Getting that probably will not end the mission.
I'm here.
Alright, I'm going to finish moving Crypto, because if I do aggro this thing by moving forward too far, I want to have most of our good damage dealers ready to act. I think I'm going to put you on standby. appreciate how fast you are. Hey, we'll be able to make it to their next turn pretty easily. I'm leery of moving further forward though. You're on standby. So nobody else should get closer. We should all just get to...
Moving to position.
Yeah, we should all just get to support positions. Maybe we can grab this thing and get out without too much trouble. I don't think I'm even going to put anybody in Overwatch. Like, you're actually just going to stop right there. You're going to... Let's see, I want to move people into positions where they could be useful, but also not too close together. Like, this is maybe even too close together. Oh, and he's alerted. He can see me. Well, feels like I ought to do something about that. We are not in full-on stealth mode after all. So we can definitely cap him. He's got that high perception. I should probably break his arm.
Succeeded.
I don't know what I was thinking. That gun requires 2 arms to use, I'm sure. But he has 4 arms. So, shooting one of his arms until it stops working isn't actually going to solve my problem. Alright, who's ready for some stealth? We don't have a lot of people who have a lot of movement left, unfortunately. Oh no! Oh, that's very bad. Can I unstandby somebody? Because you still have... Yeah, you still have enough action points left that you could dash. I'm gonna dash him to here. And we're gonna try to finish the job. Because it would be bad if this guy had a turn.
Acquiring target.
Shoot in such a way that we are almost guaranteed to hit with all of the bullets.
One less to worry about.
Okay, good. And he got most of his will back. I think these guys don't know. Oh, they know about us now. That guy knows about us. So shield dude's not a big deal. That guy doesn't know. That guy's crawling away from the mission area, like that. So far, we've been very cavalier about the alertness system. We've just been, you know, let's just run in and fight everything all the time. But this kind of mission, we're starting to see enemies that are dangerous enough that I have to care a little bit about not always being in fight mode on everybody, and I actually really like that. So I think we want to... Yeah, we want to shoot this guy, right? We want to shoot this guy as carefully as possible.
On it.
So he put up his big carapace, but it's not going to be enough. So we can bust his arm. 10 points of bleed. Hold on. If I let him animate a little bit more. Looking for like a moment here. Nah, the only thing we're going to be able to do is shoot his arm. Alright, got some damage through. That's some good bleeding. I could just go get the files right now. That thing might see me running up, though. Hold on, where's Lise? Let's, see if we can finish off the dude in the building.
Confirming target.
Not from here, we can't. I lose him if I move over. I could take him from right here with quick aim. But I'm not... This is probably a better shot. We don't have the rock in front of us here.
Repositioning.
I do so love quick aim. Can't actually kill him. Don't have enough damage. Well, we can do some more. And then you actually maybe should... maybe even dash backward. So he doesn't have an attack anymore, right? The only thing he could do is run up and slap me with the shield. He has his head. He can spit. That's not a big deal. He might be defeated enough. I think I'm gonna, at the risk of maybe doing something real stupid here, I think I'm gonna go for the files.
Sprinting to position.
I alerted the crab in the back of the building. Okay, secure area. So we actually do have to kill everything. He is also a shield guy, though.
Let's do this.
So we don't have to worry too much about it. Yes, we do have to kill everything. That's a real shame. I thought I had discovered an opportunity to be clever. Yeah, what would I have to do, I guess? The question now is, what do I have to do to hit this guy, right? And the answer is, like, run up to... Geez, where was even the spot where I was getting a shot there? I have to run all the way up. That a good shot? I mean, the shot from here is okay. So that would be a double dash, which I can do. It's exactly all my will points, but I could do it. We used both of the snipers already.
5 by 5.
I'm going to have you run... The turrets seem to be fairly accurate, but they're also probably not going to be super helpful against these dudes. I guess let's move up a little bit. Lay a turret down sort of in the open, and then move to a different piece of cover. You know, I actually really like, though, a turret here, sort of like at the edge of the sidewalk.
Deploying tech.
This is going to be really hard for the shield crabs to avoid getting shot by that thing. And then maybe I'm just trying to find a spot where I can take a reasonable shot at the dude in the house. So I'm going to dash. Sorry, where was it? Here's good. Okay, we'll dash to the front location.
Targeting.
Could you reasonably make a move? No, not really. Kind of see that guy, but also not really. I think I just want to be in a position where I'm better able to provide support to crypto is all.
Ready to fire.
Get a couple of shots off. That thing's just too damn healthy. Maybe what I do is just stand by here. I don't think I can move forward enough to get the kind of shot I need. The shotgun's even less effective against armor, it looks like. Yeah. Could go into Overwatch, I suppose. Yeah, if this thing approaches closer than the doorway over here, we can let him have it. I really, really, really like being able to set the depth on the Overwatch. That's a super handy feature. You just move up, I guess, but not to a place where you're providing additional density for the bomb guy. So it's actually kind of tricky. There's not that many good places to go. This isn't too bad. Do I want to spend will points dashing you away from everybody else? Or dashing you away from the other sharpshooter? I think the answer is no. Neither one of the explosive guy sees us yet. I'm just gonna get into cover here. Alright, so you bleed for a bunch, and then, wow, that was a move. I didn't realize there's a hole there. Okay, that's fine. It's a lot of poison, but we have medkits. Okay, you are now live. Fortunately, you moved really close to us at the same time. You are also live, probably less dangerous. Ah, stupid staircase. Okay, excellent work, turret. So, we are going to take 70 points of poison damage at the beginning of the next turn, which is lethal. Fortunately, we do have a med kit, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we could med kit. Or I could shoot this guy in the backside and have somebody else med kit me. Use his exposed arm to finish him off. What about if I were to hit him with this? There's no valid target for strike. I could stand right here and I could strike him. So I don't get a mouse over on that. It's 140 damage against 110 hit points with like up to 40 armor, and he's bleeding for 10. So yeah, a weapon strike is lethal. And then I would have to get to a place where somebody can heal me, or I would lose crypto, which I really don't want to do. That's totally doable. Bave can heal.
All set.
Does crypto have... Yeah, crypto does still have the zapper. Does this thing work? Paralysis 8. I mean, this dude's in pretty bad shape. I would really like to try to capture something. Alright. Why don't we start with grenades? And I'm gonna do Boom Blast. I'm gonna ignore the goo Chiron. We're gonna hope that doesn't turn out to be a terrible mistake. We're going to try to just kill this thing first. Alright, his head is disabled. That's good. He has, like, no will. Which means we could panic him. Crypto's a little busy. Okay, that's a lot of blood. I almost have the movement necessary to get adjacent to him and prod him with the thing. It's actually a real shame I can't do that, because I might be able to do that if they took him down. Because a Chiron probably is a pretty useful thing to do autopsies or whatever on. We could have somebody... Like, we could probably have Pondus finish off the guy up the stairs. Well, maybe not. It's a tough shot. A tough shot, and I don't have a body part that I can kill in a single hit. She has enough will points to double quickfire, which we maybe want to do. I probably want to do, yeah. Alright, let's do that.
On it.
I do wish that she did just slightly more damage. That isn't even registering as part of his body there. I don't know what that is. So I can't kill you. But I can do this and make you effectively dead. We could just try to stun him now. Really want to get the Chiron though. So if we were going to let's try to put him away, up there. It would have to be Bave who does it. We would want to do a dash to a close position, followed by a shot. Like, where can I dash to? Dash to here. Shoot him point blank. Have Crypto step forward. Use my other 2 action points to heal Crypto. And then Crypto makes a mad dash for the Chiron and maybe actually gets there with this guy not being in the way. So right now we're having to spend 1 point of extra movement, I think, moving around him. I'm going to do this. I don't know, this might be inadvisable, but I'm going to try really hard to get a Chiron captured, because I bet it's really useful. Hi. Good night. Okay.
No choice but to keep going.
So Crypto steps to here. Okay, no longer poisoned. And now I can get adjacent. We're doing it. Gosh, I hope this thing works the way I think it's going to work. Oh, I can mind control you. That's right, you currently have no willpower. Actually, it looks like everybody's grayed out. Does that mean it wouldn't work on anybody? But you can't possibly have will points. You have 3. How do I... Okay, perform a melee attack. And will it work? I guess we know that the number of stun points goes down over time, so a stun now might not lead to capture. So maybe I should mind control instead if I'm allowed. Okay, I am allowed. It costs no will to engage. I can hold on to it for a couple of turns and then I can stun it. Once we've dealt with everybody a little bit more. And I get to use it right away. I was expecting that not to be the case. Okay, I would like to launch 3 explosive bombs at a target area. Perhaps this target area right here. I don't want to shoot at this guy because I'm afraid I'll hit Bave because the accuracy on this thing is low. Did not manage to make any contact there. You're bleeding for 40, but you have plenty of HP. You'll be okay. This plan has become real goofy. At some point, Crypto became the best soldier we have. So do we have any sense of what the goo is going to do? Goo 1, burst 3. There's no damage number listed. So I'm assuming it's going to be unpleasant but not harmful, which is to say that we should probably focus our murderous efforts on the little guy over here first. Sorry, you need to take a quick aim action before you can do that. Did you fire it? Yeah, you fired it.
Ready to fire.
Okay, there goes the shield. That's going to make things slightly easier.
Ready for action.
Let's see, we can take his legs. I mean, the head's got to go, right? She has enough to quick aim once. So maybe what we do here is take that. And then quick aim a rifle shot. So we don't really have a lot more options for damaging this guy. He's certainly not going to die from the wounds that we have so far inflicted. Leg is too heavily armored. I'm not actually going to hit with all 6 shots on the arm. We could hit with all 6 shots on the pincer and just break that down. And then he has no attacks left. The arm only has 50 health, so I'd only have to hit with 2 of the bullets. But I'm not even sure that I feel... Hold on, let me Trying to let him animate a little bit so that we can get... I don't think we can do it. I know this isn't going to do any damage to his hit points, but it is going to remove his only attack. Just trying to... Hold on, let me... There we go. I wanted him to make it a little bit more prominent. Okay. So he doesn't have an attack anymore. I think. Pretty sure. You should take cover behind the building. And then you can, I guess... We need to make sure that we have vision of this thing when we lay down the next turret. In fact, I'm gonna retrieve this turret because I'm afraid it's gonna shoot the snipers. We've learned that they must be managed carefully. We'll figure out a new placement next turn. Alright, so you're bleeding badly. You have no functional limbs. No functional weaponry of any kind. You're gonna back off and then shoot goo at me. Let's see what it does. Okay, only one of us actually got gooed. Show me the gooed status. Okay, you can't move at all, it looks like. Okay, that's really not that bad. Like, I could see how that could be a problem when combined with other enemies.
Ready.
So we want to kill this goo monster as quickly as possible and then get a capture and get out of here. And I don't need to be in cover anymore because there are no attacks that use cover in any way. No attacks that interact with cover in any way. So put a grenade into you, and then it's just like sniper shots. And bathe, I guess, maybe. Okay, this thing has it does have a considerable amount of armor. Let's see, we could bust one of the legs up. Actually, a couple of its legs are really badly damaged. So we could start a bleed. The head has no armor at all. The head will just take full damage. Well, that's what we should do then. Yeah, we're not going to get full damage anywhere else. And you are going to move out of the way so that Lise can get a nice clean shot. We just keep working the head, right? No, we probably, even though it's going to do slightly less damage immediately, we probably want to start as many bleed effects as possible. And then... Bathe is next. If we... No, we can't dash. So where can I get the best shot within 2 movement? This is probably a pretty good shot. So what I want to do is try to open up that other leg, right? So this is the low. I shoot around here. I need to hit the leg with 2 bullets, because the first one's only going to do 18 damage. It's actually not looking super likely, to be honest with you. But if I shoot here, we'll at least hit with most of the bullets. Bullets that hit the torso are going to do functionally no damage, though. I really like this aiming system. I think this is a really cool idea. Alright, I'm going to aim like this. We just need 2 bullets to hit. Okay, that was considerably more than 2. So you're bleeding for 30 now? Bleeding for 30 off 292 HP, so next turn... I bet we can actually get a kill next turn. You can set down a turret in a place where it won't shoot anybody on the team. Oh yeah, you have your... What am I doing? I should have done this earlier. I kind of forgot that we had this guy. Hey look, I actually did damage. One of those made contact. Should we try to also stun you? Does this thing have limited ammo? I don't think so. Maybe we could just take them both home? It's worth a shot. So let's see. You're gonna bleed out next turn. I'm gonna zap the one. Actually, I'm gonna zap him from here though. In case we get gooed over here, I want to make sure that I'm adjacent to both of them. Okay, 8 paralysis. I would need 24. So yeah, it's non-trivial to do this. I have a fraction of an action point. Okay, well maybe I can finish zapping him next turn. I'm gonna lose my mind control. But he'll start his turn mind controlled, so he won't have actions, right? Because that's how it works for us. I'm gonna hope that's how it works for them too. Yeah, I don't want to release the mind control. I want it to fail. You are absolutely fine where you are. Yeah, I guess you could take another action, but I won't. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I want to scoop that turret back up because I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want it to accidentally kill anything.
Retrieving.
You know what? Yes. Sorry about your useless turn. He does get to act. That's crappy. That's very different rules than we get. Okay, nobody's dead though. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. That doesn't work the way for them it works for us. I think we might still be able to get him though. Alright, so we're going to attempt the grab. I have to get him to 26. I can do that. And in fact, he'll be 6 points over his capture threshold. So it won't wear off. It won't have time to wear off. Alright, Babe's got you under control. Oh, I need to reload. It's fine. It's fine, it's free.
Targeting.
We almost came out of this without even taking any damage. Almost. I don't know that it matters too terribly. Are you bleeding? You are bleeding. Do you have a medkit? You don't. Why don't you go medkit this person? This poor person.
On the move.
We have lots of medkits. I'm not too worried
This
about
should make you feel better.
expending them, and I want to make sure that nothing stupid can happen here. Alright, so when we pass the turn, your stun amount will go down from 32... Oh wait, are you gonna die? Yes. Uh-oh. Didn't really think about that. Shit. If only Lise could move.
Here.
Yeah, the mind control break was a serious problem. So... Lise can't move. You can jetpack, but if you jetpack, you can't also medkit.
All set.
Yeah, I needed to have Hondas medkit the alien.
What's our plan?
There's no way to get action points back or anything now. Well, that sucks. We went through all that effort. I guess we'll take home the other guy still. But yeah, I'm really bummed out about that. Stupid return fire. I wish I could have told her not to return fire. I'm trying to There's got to be a way, but no, I don't think there is. Maybe if I step to here and then threw the medkit really hard. No, I think we just got to pass the turn and be sad. Alright, you're not going anywhere. After all this work, I'm getting one of you. Wait, what happened? Did the bleed make his paralyzed threshold drop to below his current level of paralysis? I have no idea. I guess we're gonna find out here. We might have captured an alien. He sure didn't die, but maybe he escaped the area. I'm gonna be really bummed out if we went through all that trouble and we didn't capture any Pandorans.
How unexpected. The journal seems to suggest that the research was recovered by the Phoenix Project. I assume that you are unaware of this. Presumably due to the near collapse your organization suffered after the severe cutbacks of the early 21st century. Apparently the surviving research was stored at a Phoenix base designated Storage Facility 4. Not a terribly inventive naming scheme. To complicate matters, before the collapse, the local government sold Storage Facility 4 to Abaddon Tusk, one of the billionaires that resulted from the old political system's malfunctioning distribution of resources, who turned it into a shelter for his company. Eccentric and possibly sociopathic to begin with, he has been driven to new extremes, styling himself Pirate King and leading violent raids on defenseless havens.
Okay, well, sounds like that's going to be my job to deal with.
I calculate a 98% chance of armed conflict resolution.
I think your calculation's busted, because it should definitely be 100. Alright, yeah, go ahead and cook me up a new mag. I mean, happy to have gotten the bullets. So a member of our assault team has brought a sample of the green Pandoran goo from inside of their armor to the battlefield. And it looks like I did not get a capture, maybe? Yeah, I don't think we got a capture. I guess it got away? Bummer, man. I put a lot of work into that. Alright, so we don't actually get the rep until we deal with this nonsense. Well, let's have everybody fly home, because we took some damage there. I'd like to be in good shape when we move on to the next thing. And Manticore 1 can swap out vehicles. So you go back to Phoenix Point. You get in the car. Then Manticore 1 just goes out and searches stuff. I'm gonna have a look around over here. I guess, actually, let's start up. Man, there's so much stuff everywhere. Well, let's just do Africa. Oh, yeah, you guys are just resting.
Research complete.
Okay, so autopsy was worth a little something. Something like a Pandoran battleship with multiple weapons and defense system and critical command and control abilities. Certainly highly intelligent, seems to be responsible for the increasing strength of Pandoran attacks on havens. Many of its mutations seem to be oriented toward abduction of human populations. Really? We must capture a live specimen. That does sound dangerous. Alright, capture a Scylla. Sure. That sounds very doable. Definitely a thing that you could actually do. Our operatives have discovered a warehouse full of useful resources. However, the warehouse, along with the town it stands in, is covered in a slimy, slippery, algae-like growth. Makes doing anything here tedious and exhausting. Well, get the resources. You can come back home and sleep later. Hell yes, 500 materials. That's amazing. Alright, what was it going to take to build that blimp? 90 and 1080? Get on it. So now we have two vehicles. We can have a you know, sort of our A-team vehicle, and then the Scarab vehicle, and then the Armadillo vehicle. And we might even have enough people for all of that. That's 14 people in total. We have capacity to be having 14 people actually on vehicles working once the new thing is built. so we'll just have to recruit one more person. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about this. About our position in the world. You guys could definitely continue exploring. How is the crew of the Manticore doing? Are we almost good? We're almost good. Alright, you guys explore, but also let's get Manticore 2 moving out toward this thing. Our operatives have made contact with the new Jericho haven of Fort... Gorecticite? I have no idea what that might mean. Where a crowd has gathered in the main square to listen to a speech given by Tobias West on a large view screen. Commander Galvani invites our operatives to participate. In his speech, West denounces all other human factions, that's me, as traitors to the cause of human will made manifest through individual action, to cheers from the crowd. He does caution, however, that some have embraced this treason by mistake, and may yet be swayed by reason. I am criticizing this speech. How dare he? Commander Galvani is unhappy with our interference. I don't care how he feels about it. How's that other flight doing? Before the Pandora virus, Abden Tusk was an eccentric billionaire best known for funding UFO, a company selling alien invasion insurance. Sorry, it's UFO. There's not actually periods on the other ones. And his involvement in the atmospheric railway disaster that left 108 people pulverized. That's a very large number of people to be pulverized. Now he has declared himself Pirate King, raiding and looting havens with his mercenary army. Yeah, that needs to come to an end, obviously. Oh, lease hit level cap. Yeah, so feels like rapid clearance is probably a good idea. Also, mark for death. Let's just grab both of those, and then do we want to pick up weak spot? Because we have already seen actual use for it. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for now. If she had the personal skill points to pick it up, I totally would. But for right now, let's leave it. Oh, and I gotta make sure that people actually have ammo. Go in the gun. Okay. Okay, plus ammo. You're fine. You guys are not even on the ship. I feel like it should limit the options here to people who are on the damn ship. I meant to actually fill the gun. There we go. Yeah, we should probably re-ammo you. You're fine. Okay. Everybody's fine. What a squad, huh? And chaos will be useful eventually. Alright, so human soldiers. Human enemies could be very dangerous, potentially, but we've also seen very recently a mission where they were not even kind of a little bit of a match for us. So, we will hope that we're going to get one of those, rather than, like, a bunch of heavies showing up at once and just filling my ranks with grenades. My suspicion is that this is going to be a little bit harder than that last mission where we fought people. But if it gets us a bunch of extra research, it could be worth it, especially if it gives us some way of cutting down on our material costs or I don't know, material generation, something. I could really use some just fabrication of raw materials. That would be handy. In the way that we can fabricate food. Fabricate's maybe not the normal English language usage way of expressing that idea. So I wonder if this is going to be a kill everybody, or if it's going to be hunt down this one guy and kill him. Because if we can do this without having to kill every enemy in the... No, okay, kill all enemies. Never mind. I was going to say, you know, potentially saving ourselves some damage. Seems like a good move. Okay, so that's 2 enemies who are right on top of each other. feels like the play is shoot a grenade in that general direction. Oh, they're quite far away, and this is a multi-level base. I probably am not going to be able to get anywhere near that shot. The ceiling is going to be an issue.
Ready to fire.
Okay, that's a great big machine gun. Do I just fire a pair of quick shots from right here?
Comms online.
And we had to be worried about the sniper too, right? I could try to get a better shot. This garbage here is making things really difficult. If I were to move to right here, that's really hard to... Like, the game doesn't let you zoom out as much as I need to. Trying to feel like I will have a... Looks like that's telling me I'll have shots on both of them. I really want to see what that line of fire looks like because of obstructions. The importance of clearing obstructions. This is probably better. But like, we got to dash, right? Dash and then double quick aim and try to burn down the sharpshooter. So I'm going to dash to right here, not actually in cover, because obviously if we get in cover sometimes it doesn't actually let me look over it to take shots. It's a problem that the game needs to fix in a real hurry. I guess, you know what, there was a patch today, and I didn't look at it. This might be fixed in that patch. If I just shoot right here, if I actually hit the arm, then we don't have to worry about the sniper at all anymore, right? Did not actually hit the arm. That must have went to torso. Also, I can see another... Hold on a second. I can see another one? Oh, just barely. Well, okay. One problem at a time.
Hostile neutralized.
Okay. I was trying to select...
All set. On it.
Trying to select somebody. Not do that. Okay, now the shot on you is pretty easy. I'm just gonna quick aim double tap here. Man, my snipers are shooting way off center. It doesn't really matter because we have enough bullets to get the job done, but I was hoping for a nice clean headshot. I mean, there's no point in aiming anywhere other than center torso at this point, right? Really don't like the fact that left clicking on the ground, like, you left click on a soldier to select them, but if you left click slightly off the soldier, it instead pops up a menu for the current soldier. I have problems with the way some things are designed sometimes in this game, and it's not like it's this game's fault. These are common interface interaction styles. I don't know that we're going to get a lot out of laying a turret down over here, and I'm a little nervous about getting sniped. So I think I'm just going to run up to here and not really do anything this turn. And then Bave has a slightly more complicated... You're joking. I mean, I can dash to here, then move to there, and then Overwatch. That's fine. But yeah, Bave has a slightly worse turn because of the accidental move. Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a decent shot at that range. And my suspicion is that the sniper's just going to stay back there. But let's at least try this. You can't get to the high cover on this side. I could jetpack to this cover. Okay, the room we're in now doesn't really have a ceiling. There is a second floor, but it's not a problem for me at this moment. And you pretty much just need to get out of the way too.
Making haste.
I guess I'm maybe opening myself up to grenade fire here. How much will do you have right now after seeing 2? Oh, okay, still considerable amount. 18 will points, huh? Maybe I'm neglecting my my will points. It does sound like having 18 would be really nice. No, just back up a little bit more so as to avoid grenade problems. Not that I don't think that sniper could grenade us very effectively, but yeah, this is my concern. There might be other enemies nearby. They have some really heavy armor. Okay. So we can see a bunch of dudes now. Wow, that's like really a lot of enemies. So sharpshooter's just standing in the open, trusting that we won't be able to do our job at that range.
Taking aim.
Possibly correctly. Doesn't look that correct to me. So Pondus just stays right here, right? And takes the 2 shots? Let me see something. Yeah, at least doesn't have any quick aim ammo, so... Or quick aim will points. So I think I do, in fact, just double quick aim here. Because it gets the job done. And if I have sharpshooters and they don't, this gets so much easier. Yeah, we just go center, make sure the gun's not at all in the frame. What do you mean alerted? Like you didn't know people were here. And I think that Pondus is far enough back that there's not much chance that she gets killed by anybody, as she gets shot at by any of the others.
Hostile down.
Okay, we're doing an alright job so far. Now is the time when we start thinking about grenades. I'm assuming I can't arc a shot in any meaningful... yeah. Grenade time's going to be a tough time. The thing is, I don't actually want to step all the way out into the open because we need to have enough movement points to get back behind cover afterward. I could move to here, though, and I get to shoot the grenade as though I'm standing in the space next to it. That's probably the right move. This recovers 1 action point to each ally. So I pay 2 action points and everybody gets 1. It also costs 4 will. We're probably not going to do that this turn. This turn, I think I want to shoot grenades at people. So what am I really afraid of here? They have 3 heavies. And their 3 heavies all have Uragan machine guns, it looks like. Don't exactly know what that means. Could be real bad. And then they have 2 assaults with assault rifles that have a very similar profile to my own. So one thing I'm seeing here is a lot of enemies that need both of their arms to work their weaponry. I suppose another thing I'm seeing here is a bunch of guys who could be carrying grenades, though. We shouldn't assume that arm shots will be enough to make us safe. Okay, so you can't even kind of get a shot because of the height of the ceilings. We could dash forward. I could throw a grenade. Or maybe I am, in fact, just rallying the troops. I'm going to shoot for this guy's arm. I'm going to try to keep this shot inside here. Got him. Alright, so that's 1 gun down. If I don't move at all, then Lise could also fire an assault rifle burst. I'm trying to think of like what I'm going to do with my extra action point. How's everybody doing on will? They've seen a lot of their allies die. 12... 3? Okay, what's the effective range on mind control? It doesn't actually say that there is one. Can I just do it to anybody I can see? Like, yeah, maybe I gotta have line of sight, but... So yours is pretty low. I want to see that guy, though. Okay, so... Right here is the first space where that is possible.
Heading out.
Let's find out. The real lack of... Okay, it does give me a targeting area. But I'm allowed to panic anyone I can see. So this will cost 2 will points and let me panic you, and I could also... Can I do more than one per turn? I might be able to do more than one per turn. Let's panic you. And also panic you? That's a contribution, right? I'm doing stuff. And then I actually still have the action points necessary to fire and then make it back to cover. "27 points of armor on the head." Are you sure? Are you sure that that's the number of points of armor that that head has? Because I'm just saying the whole face is exposed and that's a bandana. All right, listen, I'm not an expert. You know what you're doing. I don't want to bother... I'm not going to bother panicking you. This will put me at 1 will point, which is going to make it functionally impossible to mind control anybody. But also, I think we have to get this guy's armor dealt with. Yeah, let's try this. Let's hope that we get some center shots here. Okay, I stripped 54 armor. The torso is completely unarmored now. Center mass is vulnerable. That means that we have some interesting options with Bave, who is an okay shot some of the time. So maybe we have Bave step up to here and then dash up to there so that we can shoot.
No rest for the wicked.
And then we shoot a lot. Oh, new enemy. Pretty bad news actually. Yeah, and I don't have the movement necessary to make a thing happen on that. I could just fire twice at the new enemy. I gotta feel like killing this guy's the important thing, though, right? It's a shame there's no way for me to lower the cost of one of these shots by 1. Because as it is, I'm gonna squeeze off 2 shots, and then I'm gonna do rally the troops, and I'm gonna have an action point for just moving away, I guess. Well, let's do this. Maybe I'll get really lucky here, and enough of these shots will hit to kill. Okay. That works. That wasn't bad either. Didn't cause any bleeding. I was kind of hoping for some bleeding. Alright, and then we have you. You can make it to here and put down a turret with the extra action point. I'm going to go ahead and rally the troops. I think it's worth it to give us the ability to move to cover and stuff. Doesn't give you an action point if you haven't spent any action points yet. Well, good to know, I guess. This lets you get 1 space further out over here, or closer here. Actually, I like this. It's really easy to step out and fire, but I'm like completely protected from all sides. That might be... Okay, Bave can't make it there. Yeah, you do that. Bave will just step back here. It's a perfectly fine move. And you're good, right? Yeah, you have plenty of ammo for return fire if such a thing should be available to you. You can just step back here. I don't know that I want to. I think I'm actually fine where I am with Tiny. So you stand by. You gotta move to some kind of cover. You have 2 action points left, which is... It's enough to take a pot shot at this guy. It's some pot shots at this guy. It's not necessary to do so, though. But if I don't, I'm a little bit vulnerable to that sharpshooter, I guess. I should probably just move to cover. I wish I had taken the upgrade on her that let her overwatch for 1 less action point, because move to cover and then rifle overwatch, assault rifle overwatch, would have been a pretty okay move. Alright, you're good. You just need to get somewhere. It's a little bit of a shame that you can't get here, because that's exactly where I would need you to be. This'll work, this'll work. This is cover. And then you can only get some pretty soft cover, but you should probably take it. And if we're going to be ready for return fire, we should be ready for return fire with this gun. I guess I can, like, move to here, drop a turret, and then hop over the fence and at least be ducking. This is also low. Yeah,
Move.
I'm not opposed to that.
Deploying tech.
No, I cannot. All of a sudden, I can't make that one-space move. I can make lots of other one-space moves. All of the other one-space moves are available to me. Well... Gosh, I wish I had realized that it wouldn't actually give me the action point. I guess just back up. I mean, you're still against low cover and as such still crouching, even though, you know, not in the way that would maybe be best.
Taking a quick break.
Yeah, Crypto's bananas. What a good unit.
Enemy spotted. Action.
Seems unwise to me. Okay, the sharpshooter just healed. Ooh, dashing. Weird dashing. That was two weird dashes. I wonder what your will score is now. Alright, good work, turret. That guy was not high priority, but that's fine. 8 will points. Okay, so that... I guess when you have 26 starting will, you can afford to just kind of do whatever you want. Let's maybe start with this. I mean... Yeah, it's fine. You're not really going to be able to contribute in any other way, so... Okay, not great. Silly me thinking I was going to be able to actually do a thing. This feels like maybe the right first action. Do I have a chance of breaking the arm? Ooh, I do have a chance of breaking his arm, actually. And a torso shot still does okay damage. So yeah, we aim like here. Alright, excellent. That feels like a pretty good start to the turn. Oh, I don't have anybody. Yeah, they're all positioned too intelligently. Well, so we still have these two. They're going to be ready to fight again on this next turn. Things are not super clean for us. If we treat this guy as though he is mostly disabled, which may not be safe because he may have a grenade or something, then I think the next smartest thing is to kill the sharpshooter, which we should be able to do, right? God, I wish that cover was not there. Okay. And then Crypto can Crypto's not going to be able to finish the job. The gun doesn't fire enough times. Crypto can run up and smash him in the head, but that doesn't leave me in a great place as far as getting out of there goes. I am inclined to
I'm going.
have you just move up and drop another turret.
Setting it up.
And then, yeah, I guess just wait there.
Channel open.
Does Crypto have a grenade? Crypto has grenades. I probably should have swapped a grenade into the narrator slot, actually, before starting the mission. So Crypto can try to lob a grenade over to clear the cover here. And then maybe Lise can get a clean... Honestly, Lise may be able to get a clean shot anyway. Hold on. Apparently I have to step all the way out to here to be able to see you. If I get a kill, I will have the action points necessary to dash back into cover. But if I don't, I'll be sad. So, you know what? I'm going to throw that grenade.
Moving now.
Maybe. What's the rifle shot look like? Looks like I will do some small amount of damage. I mean, I'll disable the torso, which is a fairly important part of the body. No, I should just throw a grenade. Please let this actually land. It's such a short throw. Okay, there we go. I don't think I actually destroyed the cover. I think it's still taking up almost the same amount of space. But we don't need quite as much damage for a kill anymore, so it might be acceptable to have Lise step out this far, do an assault rifle attack, because she is still extra accurate with those. And then step back into cover afterward. No, it's actually very bad is the thing. There's pretty good odds this is a kill. And then... like, you have a machine gun, and it has an effective range of 20. Basically, I'm trying to figure out, do I have to spend the will points? I think I should. I think the smart move is to spend the will points. Just get safe. And you step back around. Like, there's not really any reason to stay exposed here, right? Yeah, I think we're just good. We had what I would describe as a medium productivity turn. What's happening? Is it? UI completely disappeared. Okay, there we go. It took a while for their thing to happen. Isn't there supposed to be text across the top of the screen that says, hey, this is the force that's currently acting? An interesting decision. Targeting decision there. I feel like the closer guy is maybe pretty shootable. Alright, so you are on Overwatch, but I can't imagine
Ready to fire.
that your Overwatch cone is actually a threat to our snipers. So let's do some of this. I guess I'm just gonna shoot kind of centery, because if we go any higher, there's a chance of a miss. I'd prefer not to miss. And honestly, if we hit the gun, that's totally cool. Alright, got him in the torso. That will do. You should, in theory, be able to grenade this guy, because he's real close by. We broke his gun. Well, that's actually Abdon Tusk there.
We got him.
Okay.
Moving to...
There's another guy. How many enemies are there gonna be? What's your deal? You just a guy with a machine gun. Well, I'll tell you, I'm inclined to Lay down another turret, or maybe just like run for a cover position and think about a turret next turn. Bave can step out. I mean, we'll have an okay shot against that guy back there. You don't really have anything you can do. You don't really have anything you can do. Crypto could run out and bash Abden Tusk with a mace. That'd be fun.
Receiving loud and clear.
I guess let's start with this. Oh, really? We also see 2 berserkers. There's one right there. Well, maybe I should throw a grenade. He gets free inventory actions. Let's, Shotgun's probably not viable this turn at the very least. And honestly, he doesn't need to have the medkit in his hands pretty much ever. Okay. Right, I got nothing yet. Hold on, let me finish my move. Abden Tusk is making it pretty hard for me to aim at the other people. So, you just throw a grenade like this? We don't know what Tusk's deal. He might have more weapons, right? He might have grenades himself, or... Okay, I did some damage to his equipment. You have another grenade, right? That's pretty sure. I don't much care for the number of them that are advancing on us here. Okay, now Abden Tusk has no functional arms, which makes him a lot less theoretically dangerous. Hard to imagine what he might accomplish with no functional arms. I'm actually going to step tiny back a little bit for fear of getting maced. Don't really think you have a move. Yeah, this is a weird situation. I didn't realize how many more enemies were left. I think I do just have you run up to here, and then we'll drop another turret out next turn. Or we can move to like right here. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move to here, drop the 3rd turret. Wait, what? Why can't I deploy the turret here? I want to put it in the open. Okay. Okay, fine. The enemy doesn't have a lot of guns anyway. And we'll just run behind them so that I definitely can't get shot. That's real strange though, right? That I just wasn't allowed to place the turret in a spot where I definitely should have been able to place it. So that berserker of theirs is regenerating constantly. He's just going to stand in the open in Overwatch. Here comes the ugly stuff. Hi. I don't know if it was a good idea for you to run adjacent to me. Okay. Abden Tusk gets painted. Wow. 10 bullets and only 2 of them hit. Okay, so this was a panic move. This guy didn't choose to run here. He is panicking. Well, I mean, what happens if I just smash him? Disabled? Head. Okay, there's some will points for my psychic. That feels useful. Aim for the arm on this one. I'm told that you are still on Overwatch, but it's hard for me to imagine you getting much done at this moment. So that does leave a berserker on each side, I believe, that we haven't dealt with in any way. I think I'm just gonna Overwatch with the sniper rifle. And then have him back up. And also Overwatch. Oh, you know what? I'm a little concerned that if I don't put you down, you're going to absorb Overwatch fire. I guess it doesn't really matter, though. Kinda matters. Hold on, maybe we can solve this problem with you.
I'm going.
They do this in such a way... No, they're too far apart. Okay. So, putting the camera behind the grate there was a great way to generate some suspense on whether or not I was going to hit. Okay, now we can Overwatch pretty cleanly here.
I'm on Overwatch.
You are done. You have very little left to do. I mean, I have heal, repair, punch. So I kind of just want to stay close-ish. I guess I'm going to run all the way over to here. It's a fascinating amount of cowardice that we're seeing there. What's your current will point score? 9. Ooh, look at you all mutated up. Shock attack affecting a 5-tile radius, able to daze people. Man, you got some cool stuff there.
That's our plan.
Why don't you just recover? And I'm gonna have people mostly just Overwatch, and then we'll move up next turn with all those extra will points. You can also recover. I think you also Overwatch, but you maybe recover. We should do a recover on one of the snipers. You are fine. Stand by. Okay. The last person. Then I will just hit end turn. Cowards. Alright, well, now I have mind control available for you, I believe. No, 9 will points. What do we have on Crypto? Crypto has...
Receiving. Loud and clear.
Crypto has 9. Yeah, equal is fine. Okay. Give me this soldier. You can... not grenade. You have a magazine for a gun you don't have. Not great. This costs 2. So we can do it from right here, but it's not going to affect you, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, well. I mean, we did something here. So I'm gonna have you step over to here. You know, a position where you'll be easily grenadable.
Let's go.
Okay, we dealt some damage there. I might have actually made it easier to shoot that guy. We pulled some of the corner off of the wall. So, like,
What's our plan?
Bave...
Acquiring target.
Yeah, Bave has a shot. Wow, that guy is heavily mutated. No two ways about it. It's also, like, really armored. Holy crap. I have to imagine that Marduk's Fist requires 2 hands to wield, given the size of it. And it only takes 2 bullets making contact. I'm just going to take this shot like this. Didn't manage to pull it off somehow.
Ready to fire.
Let's try that again. 12 bullets. One of them hit the arm I was aiming for. Well, we're not going to be able to get a shot on that guy in any way other than this. So I guess that's what I'm doing. You have the ability to dash up, but there's no... Okay, there is a shot. There's a shot somewhere.
Gotta keep on pushing.
We can find that shot. I mean, I have the action points to dash again. Or the will points, rather. So dash up, single sniper shot, and then run back. Wait, what? Huh. There's something about this area of the floor that blocks abilities? That's probably not supposed to be like that. Like, you can't... The spaces in that part of the floor can't be used as targets for abilities. Well, that makes me pretty nervous about doing this, then, because we have to spend almost all of our movement. But it looks like I'm very close to guaranteed to get the kill here. Close, though. I mean, right here, the vast majority of the circle is on the body. Okay. 10 points of bleed is enough, right? Yeah. So... Am I allowed to shoot the guy? Does this work like that?
On the move.
Technically, he's kind of my friend. I'm gonna heal you. My weird green glowing light. Shoot a green light at the floor, and everybody feels better. This is why people developed those ground effect kits for cars. So he's gonna bleed out. Yeah. So I'm gonna release the mind control and then just go over here and bash the hell out of this dude. Or I could just run him down here. Oh no, I'm out of stuff. I do have to kill him. We do have to at least attempt to kill. So release him. Run over and smash him one. That's very satisfying. That gets the job done. Okay. Are we good? Are we done? Did we finish it? Because that was actually like, that was more guys than I thought it was going to be. That was a bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. Oh, nobody got a level up. Pondus was close. Hey, we're still feeding, at the very least, we're still feeding points into the general skill pool, which is the only way that some of these soldiers will ever be able to take a thing again, so it's good that we're doing it. And I'm hoping that now we will be aligned with Synedrian, and we will get a whole bunch of free research.
So something has survived of the Firebird initiative after all. Stas and Nikolai will be pleased to hear that. They founded the initiative, you know, back in the days when our disagreements went tearing us apart.
When was that?
Strange to think of two people who love each other so much being on opposite sides. But there I go, involving you in Synedrian drama again.
She's all like, oh, but I couldn't bear to involve you in our drama, unless, if you maybe wanted to.
Now, look, anything you share with us will be shared with everyone. But there's tremendous symbolism to who you share it with first. Our whole internal discourse is increasingly being defined by the polyphonic tendency and the terraformers. And what you choose to do may affect who comes out on top in this debate.
I think the polyphonic tendency, would get along with the Disciples of Anu better. The version of Phoenix Point that we're crafting here is sort of a, like, let's integrate ourselves. Instead of trying to go back to the old world, let's integrate ourselves successfully with the new world. And that, I think, leans way in this direction. We must heal, not dominate.
I'm not surprised. The polyphonic tendency's ethical arguments are appealing, especially nowadays when people keep insisting we can't have any ethics at all.
Yeah, hasn't that always been the way? Okay, go ahead and give him another mag. He goes through a lot of bullets each mission. Okay. Nuclear fusion technology. Power plant energy production is increased. We might be able to pull the power plant in the first Phoenix Point base and replace that with something else then. Development of armor. That probably, there should be more descriptive text there. But yeah, new armor. Sentient AIs. Research point output is increased. Hey, that sounds great, actually. While true AI was secretly developed before World War III, it was used primarily for military purposes. Synedrian, however, recognizes the artificial intelligences developed by its scientists as full citizens. Yeah, at some point you have to, right? The AI developed by Dr. Marco Matarani and his team, known as Barnabas, has produced several copies and versions of itself, and these in turn have created further offspring. Well, that's not maybe the best thing in the world. You ever see that movie Multiplicity? All of these entities are recognized as full citizens, participating in political and social life. Many of them are active in research, which they find stimulating, but others work as artists, entertainers, or even in one case, psychologists, which means probably don't pluralize psychologist. Yeah, we get to see their aircraft. Squad of 5, but it's real fast. Laser weaponry. Feels like laser weaponry might be useful. So, 120 damage single shot. They have their assault rifle is honestly not even very different from ours. It might have one extra tile of range, I think is what the difference is here. I was kind of hoping that it would, like, penetrate armor better or something. Okay, well, whatever. Neurotoxin weapons technology. A neural pistol. Allow us to paralyze targets without killing them. The neurotoxin slowly builds up in the target's body until the paralytic effect is achieved. So the ability to apply paralysis at a distance, that seems like it might actually be very useful. The Infiltrator class, which I'm not so excited about having the Infiltrator class as I am about being able to build the equipment that makes the class work. The Infiltrator is indicative of Synedrian's approach to combat, equipped with a long-range crossbow and a spider drone launcher capable of deploying multiple autonomous explosive drones. Yo, that sounds awesome, actually. The drone automatically advances toward enemy, and any enemy it detects and explodes within range, potentially, I'm assuming, destroying their cover, and that seems really good, actually. A land vehicle with a built-in medical facility. Oh. That's actually super cool. I wonder if it will... I would hope that it would heal people out of combat just while in the Manticore with them. Like, that's got to be how it works, right? I could see that being really useful, especially if we put like that in the blimp with 5 people. I wonder if it has any actual weapons. Poison grenades? Poison will affect humans as well as Pandorans, so, you know, careful. Advanced nanotech. First damage point of poison, virus, acid, and fire applied per attack is ignored. That doesn't seem that good. These advanced nanobots, invisible to the naked eye but easily programmable, can be used to automatically identify and eliminate a variety of threats to an operative's life. To achieve this, they must be spread across the individual's clothing, hair, and skin, and also be ingested. There are no known side effects, we keep telling people. Ooh. Motion detection helmet seems alright. Crossbow bolts with new toxins. Okay, so it applies 50 damage plus 40 poison. And the poison does 40 damage, then 30 the next turn, then 20 the turn after that. That seems useful, especially if you end up hitting an enemy with it more than once. It only takes 1 action point to fire? Seems like a good weapon. Okay, that's all the free stuff. Still, that was, I think, quite good. I am happy to have it. I am unhappy that we failed to capture anything. Anything, anywhere at all. And I'm also unhappy that we don't have anywhere near the amount of money that it would take us to build this aircraft, but we'll get there. I think this is probably an okay place to call it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. This one got a little bit long because I underestimated Mr. Tusk, but come back next time, tomorrow, when hopefully we won't have to kill quite as many humans. And we'll see you then.